My name is Rocco Magone. I'm here with my buddy Tyler Baumgard.
And I'm Mama Wopo.
Mama Wopo. We're with Miss Tammeka Dennison, the mother of the late, great Jimmy Wopo. It's an honor to be with you today, man.
Nice being with you guys today, too.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Thanks for inviting me. Appreciate it.
It's honestly, it's an honor to have you here.
I appreciate that.
All the way out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So just for the sake of today, there's a lot of obviously history of Jimmy Wopo out there, but specifically with you today, we wanted to get your story first before we jumped into his story.
Okay. Well, y'all know I'm Jimmy Wopo's mom. I have 4 other children other than Jimmy. I have 4 sons, 1 daughter. Y'all need to listen out for baby J-Way. That's Jimmy Wopo's littlest brother that he wanted to watch in training camp. But he don't play sports anymore since his brother passed away, so he stopped doing that. 2018, he finished up everything he was playing, and then he just kind of went to music. And now he's just working or whatever. He's about to be 20 this month. But I grew up in the Hill District. I did start having children very young. My oldest son is 33, so I had my first baby when I was 13. And that might be bad or sound bad to some people. People always try to make me feel bad about having a baby so young. But I think it was a good thing. Definitely a hard struggle in raising kids by yourself and working, and also always went to school. I think I went to school most of my child years into adulthood. Then once I was an adult, I still was in school, and then I still had my kids and I still worked. So that was pretty much my life. I grew up in the Hill. I lived on the Hill from 3 years old till I was 27. So my children grew up in the Hill. They were raised, born, all that good stuff in the Hill districts. So I called them hillbillies. I moved off the Hill when I was 27, and I just had my youngest son, who was baby J-Way, and my oldest son had to be maybe, I don't know, about 14 or so. So that would have made Jimmy around about 7, 8, 9 in that area. So they still love the Hill. Didn't matter that we moved to the South Side. It seems like a lot of people at that time also were moving to South Side. So they still had like that relationship of all their Hill friends kind of were with them, and they still went to the Hill. Couldn't pull them away from there. But I think the Hill is a cool place to grow up. It will definitely, build character. The Hill builds character. I will say that. If I wasn't from the Hill, I probably wouldn't be who I am today, because the Hill definitely molded me. The Hill is a great place. There's a lot of famous people. I hear about the Hill all the time, from way before I was born up till now. There's so much talent that comes from there, and I am a product of that. I think I'm very talented. I'm very educated, smart. I don't know, strategic, sarcastic. I don't know, all these things that it taught me to be. And it's good because it helped me in both worlds, a business world and also just a regular world.
A little bit. It's like music and business is, from what I got, has been a big part of your family.
Yes.
And I kind of just want to hear a little bit about
so
how that getting planted to you.
Not only, well, my mom is the music lady. The radio's always on in our house growing up. So I know people always heard about like Saturdays. You get up, clean up. Saturday was like cleaning day. So yeah, that was our house. First thing in the morning, the music is on. So we always listen to music. Music was a part of everything. Sundays, that's like family day, I guess you would call it that. People might call it, that's what we called it. Music, we eating, especially Steelers season. We got the game on, and there's music. There's always music. So that was a big part of my life from my mother. And I love music. I would listen to the radio before I watch TV if I had a choice. So they'd be like, what you want to do? I'd rather turn the music on. I don't need a TV. But Jimmy grew up around that too. So a lot of people, when he passed away, even before he passed away, they would think he was older if they listened to his music or something. They were like, oh, we thought he was older because of the type of stuff that he mentions in his music. And I'm like, well, he grew up with me. I was a kid, when I had him. I was only 17, 18, I think, when I had him. And I already had 2 kids before him, So we all grew up together. So anything I listened to, he listened to. Any movie I watched, he watched it. There wasn't no parental control in the house. We wasn't doing too much crazy stuff, but he watched whatever I did and listened to whatever I did. So that's why he probably seems like he's 30 or 40, because he knew, they were like, oh, we thought he was like 20. He's 15.
And you really started music young too.
Yeah, I could say as early as 6, 7. he rapped and like music and stuff. Guys in the neighborhood would give him $1 or something, spit a rap. Me personally, I had him on Whammo before because I mostly wanted him to hear himself because he always run around saying little raps. But I wanted to hear him, had let him hear himself. So if you call the radio, wait 5-10 minutes, whatever, they play it back. So I was like, all right, now listen. So he played it back. But he got on there and it was Jay Cruz, I think. Who is this? Let me know who's this. Something, say your little rhyme, whatever. So we called. And he did his rhyme. I don't remember all the words, but the last part of it was "kill that cat." That's the only part I remember. And then fast forward to when he passed away. Come to find out, other people heard it too. Of course, everybody listened to Whammo. When he went to school the next day, people were telling him like, "Yo, I heard your rap." And even the guy on the radio after he did his rap, he told him he did good. Like, "Oh, that was a good little rap." And he wasn't no older than 8. He was 6, between 6 and 8 on the radio. Yeah, he did his little rap, and that was cool. And then I think that like sparked something in him, and then just getting the feedback from people, at the school, that made him feel good. Then about 10 years old or so, when he's about 10, my cousin Nina Ross, Lucretia Mitchell, she was big in Pittsburgh, female rapper. A lot of people probably know her. She's been gone now. She died in 2010, so 15 years now. She died in a house fire, but she opened up for Cash Money and all them, Snoop Dogg. Like, she did big shows just like Jimmy. He's opened up for Gucci Man and all. My cousin Cretia did the same thing. So about 10, he had to be about 10, she passed away. And I had her CD, and I played it to death to the point he was always around, and he stole it. Somebody ended up taking my damn CD. But it probably influenced him to be like, damn, my cousin, she sound good. She's doing good. Listening to her, because I always would point out certain songs and stuff to him, like, listen to this and how she did that and how she did this. And he was already a little rapper, and she was doing all this stuff. So I'm pretty sure he's like, damn, my family hard. That probably encouraged him too, to know that his cousin is doing this. That's what he's trying to do. But I don't think it really, 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 really kicked in that he was really talented to him until maybe 16, 17. And that wasn't even a full, he really accepted it. He still was reluctant and didn't really know. The last 2 years of his life is when he truly understood what he was doing, and why he was doing it. Like, his conversation was so much more mature and focused. Right. Yeah.
If we go back a little bit again to, he came up rapping in church too.
Well, he was he would get in trouble because he's a little troublemaker, and he was in like he went to a school for kids that did bad stuff, but then he had like community service stuff he had to do. So the church in the hill, which is Pastor Grayson's church, they had, and also he used to go to the Hope Center. The Hope Center's in the hill. So that was the welfare office. They had like a neighborhood community area where people could come, and they lived in that community, and they had a studio so the kids can go there and rap. Both at Pastor Grayson's church and at the Hope Center, they weren't allowed to cuss though. So he would go to both places. The church he had to go because he had to do community service. The Hope Center, they went just to have fun. But I think that's why he was so lyrical, because he learned how to rap at a young age without cuss words. Because you got wide vocabulary. So that's a good thing. And I did that also when I worked with the artist after he passed away. Like, we couldn't do no cussing. You got to use words. We want real words. Yes, right. Yes. So most songs nowadays ain't nothing but 4 cuss words and a hook.
Exactly.
Like, if that's not a song, yeah, it's not. It's crazy, but yeah, I think that probably.
Wasted beat.
Yes. Yep.
What were some of when you were growing up? What were some of those tracks or albums that were playing in your household that were like, you got to put this on repeat all the time?
Oh, we was big New Orleans fan. I love New Orleans. Right. Cash Money. We listen to I listen to everything. I can't even say I only listen to black music, because I listen to all kind of music. Right. If it sound good, country music. We listen to all. At my house is fun. So we if something sound good, we all listen to it. We play with it, laugh at it. I like house music. I'll be cleaning my house up playing house music. Like house music is my shit because house music gets you up. Right. So so I want to clean up. I gotta have some shit to have me going. So I throw the house music on. So and I'm happy that my kids did grow up around me because I have I was introduced to house music from my friends, my co-workers. You know, I got a lot of different people. All my black friends always say that to me. Like, I like my one girlfriend. She's like, I just love your variety of friends. Like, you be with all type of people. Why wouldn't I be? Like, they do some stuff I like. I do some stuff they like. We love eating and stuff. I like trying food. So I wanted different people around me because I like to do different things. Right. And house music was something that was introduced to me probably in my mid-20s from one of my co-workers. And it ain't even really no words or nothing. It's just like beats, music. Some of it got some words sometimes, but it's more beat drawn. And to me, I can remember listening to Usher. I'm a big Usher fan. Right. And on the CD, I want to say 2005, Daddy's Home album. I don't know which album that is, but there's a Starship song on there or something. It's like an Enterprise type of song. But if you just turn the lights out and listen to that, I remember I had Udi in the car. He was laying in the back seat. The instrumentals on there are crazy. The way they drop. And I can remember him being in the back, and I was just telling him, like, listen, Udi, listen to this. Listen how that dropped. And listening to his stuff, he got that beat stuff from me. I love the saxophone and stuff. Like, you hear that? You hear this? You not even listening to the words. Like, listen to the beat. Listen to how that shit drop, come back up. It's just, I love music. I just love it, and I can feel it, and it just does something. Music has got me through some of the hardest times in my life. You know, when I'm stressing, depressed, Mary J, the man, and it just you know, it just makes everything better to clear your mind, to encourage. And I would always tell my son that too. Music is powerful. So when he made a song, y'all probably heard it, Dog Shit. Do you ever hear that one? And on there he says Outside Your Mom Shit. Yeah. Yeah, I cuss him out.
Early record.
Yeah, early record. Yeah, that was probably 2016, 2017, 2015, 2016, 2017 in that area. And I heard that song. I called him so fast. I said, if you don't take that song down wherever the fuck it is, because that can encourage people. And he was like, it's just a song. I said, you have a mom. What are you talking about? You gonna be outside of other people's mom shit? Don't be putting me on the line, boy. And it took him a while for him to understand. Music will make people do anything. Music is that's why you listen to rock and all this other stuff, and they try to blame it on it. It is true. It is true. It does. Yes, it does influence people, and you have to watch what you say. He got shot about a song. I didn't understand why he didn't get it. Like you did a diss, and the diss made the person so mad they wanted to kill you. You don't think music is powerful? Right. You don't think your words can hurt people? They do. They do.
And that was Walking Bomb, correct?
The diss track. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that almost got his butt out of here.
That was one of the first songs I think that started really catching it.
That's the first song that blew him up. He already was doing his little thing, but that song blew him up and almost took him out because he got shot. That was his first time he got shot because of a freaking song.
I want to take it back to the Usher real quick.
Oh yeah.
Those big drums, those drums on those records were massive. Mm-hmm. So like playing those like back and then like bumping in your car.
Hey, I loved it. I don't even know. I think it was number 9 or something. I don't know. That was my favorite. And it's not a popular song. It's one of those songs that you skipped and then you was like, why the fuck did I ever skip this?
Heard a couple years later.
Yeah, you like, this is hard, but I listen to. This is me. I'm gonna tell you now. When Udi was a little baby, I'm a song critic. I can tell you a hit as soon as I hit it. Right. That what is it? Destiny's Child came out with the Ballers in the Club. Mm-hmm. That was a hit. I remember when it first came out, none of my friends liked it. Even Khalees, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I was the only one at a party before jamming. I said, y'all don't like this. What? I was jamming. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and then
this
like
is back when people were buying CDs too. So,
yes.
So yeah, the word would be slower.
Man, I know a hit when I hear one. Now, fast forward to the next month, everybody's jamming to it. I said, I've been told. I knew when it first. I was out there dancing all by myself to my milkshake. Now you turn that on, everybody will dance to my milkshake. But it's just I'm good with it.
What was your thoughts when T-Pain started to make autotune into the mainstream? What was your?
I like autotune. Autotune goes way back before T-Pain.
Right. Autotune's
from slavery time. They've been made voice boxes and all that type stuff. He just made it flyer.
Right.
That's all he did. He made it real fly. But that's a old black people thing, right. Autotune. That's old, way old.
Vocoders and all that.
I like autotune. I don't like too much autotune always because I don't like when I hate to hear, okay, this is what I don't like. I hate to hear someone do something and then I see them live and it's horrible. Because that's not, and I'm not expecting them to sound just like themselves, but be a little bit closer to yourself.
Right.
Don't saturate it. Use it for cute things. Don't use it for your everything. I don't like that. And I think T-Pain does it well because he can sing.
Right.
He can sing, but he also plays with the auto-tune, which that's why I say he made it he made it fun, he made it spectacular, he made it nice. He didn't just try to do everything just the auto-tune voice. That's boring.
Right.
That's corny too. But yeah, I'm a big T-Pain fan. That's my man.
Isn't auto-tune something with the something in the ground? Isn't that the history of it? Something's in the ground that makes the levels, frequencies sound.
I know it was some type of like box.
Right.
They started out with
right.
a big box.
Okay.
When it first started to do, I don't fucking know the whole history of it, but that shit's old. I like it. I like T-Pain auto-tune. I don't like nobody else's. Put it that way.
Yeah.
If it ain't a T-Pain type auto-tune, I don't want it.
And the thing with T-Pain, they jumped on his style too.
And yeah. It's crazy. But his plus is that he can truly sing.
Right. Yes.
Because a lot of people do it to fix their voices or enhance them, to make them better or whatever. I don't know. They try. But it's no good when you don't have anything good to back it up.
Exactly.
Yes, it's trash.
Right.
It's over.
Well, I want to try to get back more on Jimmy Wopo.
Okay.
So he came up rapping in the church through community service.
Mm-hmm.
He eventually got the walking bomb. And what kind of happened in between there with was he dropping a lot of music? Was he getting local attention?
So I wasn't really first of all, he moved out of my house when he was 15. Okay. He moved out of my house when he was 15 because him and my mom thought that was a good idea. Jimmy Wopo would not go to school. I would go to work. He would break in my house, push my motherfucking air conditioners out the window, all type of shit. We found a gun in the house. So I told him that, I'm the discipliner. I'm the discipliner of everybody. My grandchildren, my nieces, my nephews, my mother, my father. I'm the discipliner to all the people around me in my life because I'm the only one that keeps everything straight and narrow. And everybody does all the bullshit. And when the shit hits the fan, I'm the one everybody calls. So to prevent the shit hitting the fan and me having to clean up shit all the time, I have to be aggressive and trying to keep people on the straight and narrow. So I'm the discipliner. My mother's not. So she's always on some other shit and he want to do other shit. So he's like, I'll go to her house and do all the shit. And she was like, oh. And then one day he came to me and was like, Mom, and I'm stressed. I got 5 kids. I'm paying light, gas, water, sewage, $800 rent, cell phones. Motherfuckers got cell phones. I don't know how I ever paid all these bills, but I'm doing everything. I didn't get no food stamps and all that shit. Every once in a purple fucking moon, and I had to learn the system to be able to fake it out so that at some point I can get a little bit of food stamps here and there. I have applied every motherfucker 6 months trying to get them. Sometimes I get them, sometimes I didn't. But I really did this shit by myself because I'm not lazy and I hate people in my business. So welfare didn't work with me because they want to know too much. I'm like, these motherfuckers want to. I ain't telling them all my stuff. Because I do stuff. You can't know. I'm just a private person. So I never did the system. I did the system enough for child care. Because my kids had to go to daycare. And I didn't have to tell them as much shit as if they gave me $5. Right. So they can keep their fucking $5. And I'll use the child care and I'll go make my own motherfucking money. So I really didn't do that. But he moved with my mom. And that may have also helped him with his music because now he's experiencing more. He's out in the world. Like at my house, you had to be in at a certain time. I seen him on one interview not too long ago say, yeah, my mom used to be at work all the time. And we just come in when we knew she was getting ready to come home. Because he wasn't fucking supposed to be outside. I said, oh, that's what they did? And act like they was in the house. But at my mom's, there's no curfew. You know, I grew up with my mom. We ain't had no. My mom used to tell me I could stay home from school. And I'm in elementary. She's like, you don't gotta go today. I'm like, I'm going to school. I want to go to school. So she didn't care. You can go if you want to. You don't have to. It's cool. Because she didn't go to school. You know?
When you were a kid, was it
what the hell?
By the streetlights?
No, my mom, I'd be outside. I had a baby when I was 13, man.
Right.
I wasn't in no house.
Right.
We sit outside till 2 in the morning.
Right.
You know where my mom was? Outside too, at the house in the backyard,
right.
Playing her music,
right.
Drinking her drink, and probably selling some motherfucking food.
Right.
Because that's what my mom did, and that's what she does, and that's what she do. You know.
Could you touch on that? Because the other day you said growing up, especially with Jimmy Wopo's environment, you made sure everybody had some.
Oh.
Nobody was hungry. Everyone had.
Yeah. So I have when he was coming up, I had 3 boys.
Right.
I ended up having because I always have 2 sets of kids. I had the first 3 boys, and then life got better. I'm going to because I'm always going to school. You know, now I'm getting better jobs. I'm making more money, and I'm having 2 more. Those are the spoiled brats. Life was good. Money was all right. Nothing too crazy going on. That's how I was paying all these fucking bills. We were like, but as you make more money, you take on more responsibility. So I went from living in subsidized housing to, as I said, I was paying, when he was climbing in the windows, I was paying $800 rent by myself. That was not subsidized. That was a house. We had a 7-bedroom house. Everybody had their own rooms. You know, life wasn't all, shiny and glamorous. But they were all right. They were clean. You know, they got some stuff. They didn't get everything they wanted, but they had what they needed. And they wasn't ever hungry. I met a little boy one time on the bus. He said, hi, Miss Tam, you don't know me, but I used to be at your house. You probably was at work. He telling me, he said, but that pantry used to be lit. He said, remember the one you said climb up on the counter a little bit? He's talking about the $800 rent house. Because the pantry, it was so big, old house, they set up real high and they were the cabinet probably this motherfucking tall from the ceiling down. It was a whole pantry. That stayed stocked. I'm not going to leave my kids home without no food if I'm not going to be there. So there was always food. Even if they went to stay, somebody babysit my kids or something, I'm sending a 10-pound bag of chicken, 5-pound bag of potatoes. Here go all the French toast because they got their own household. They can't feed my 3-4 kids. So I bring enough food for them. And if my kids want anything, they can eat that. They can eat as much as they want because it's way more than enough. And that's what it's there for. So they don't have to eat your shit. They can eat their own. But everybody who know me, because a lot of people act like they know me, this is a very small few people that really truly know me. And if you talk to them, they'll tell you she ain't told no lies. And I don't ask for nothing back. Whatever I brought is left. I want my kids. That's it. We don't need that. That's why I left. That's why I brought it. I don't even expect nothing to be left. I brought it for them to eat as much as they so they fall the fuck over. Eat all you want because I want to be doing what I'm doing. I don't want nobody bothering me in my free time. So I make sure they stack. But yeah, they grew my mom, and I get that from my mom. My mom used to do the same thing with us. She ship us somewhere. We come with food and everything because she don't want us coming the fuck back. If we leave for a week, we leave for a week. Well, don't call her. She good. So she always would send us stuff. And then as far as working, like I said, she'd be selling her food. With me and my children, we helped. We had to come and help, learn how to count because you got to get the money. You learn how to count, or you got to cook. You learn how to cook. You learn how to prep. You learn how to do something with Darlene, cause we getting some money. she ain't playing into my own kids, cause my mom taught me. So even just being in that community, the Hill District, people know my mom. Her little nickname is Door to Store, cause she worked in like the after school program, feeding people. She liked the food. She's a food lady. She liked to cook. So all the kids know her. They grown now, but from food. Then at our house, her cheese fries fire. She always sold cheese fries, chicken, and she don't sleep at night. I don't know if it's a disorder or something, but my mom, till this day, she's up all night, and I call her a vampire. As soon as the sun come out, she goes to bed, and she want the house dark. Turn everything off, close everything, and she sleep until nighttime. And that's her. Unless she gotta be up, she ain't getting up. And but so that works for her because people be out partying, hanging. The weekend you come from the bar, you want something to eat, right? She gonna feed them, and they gonna have fun, and they gonna drink and whatever the hell. So that's the type of environment I grew up in. And then I was a kid having kids, so I lived with my mom, of course. My kids grew up. My kids called my mom until they were probably 6, 7, 8, 9 years old because I lived with my mom until they were that age. Right. I wasn't old enough to get my own place. I had my first baby when I was 13. I had 3 babies when I was 18 when I graduated high school. So they grew up at my first 3 boys, they grew up at my mom's house. I think Trayvon was probably 6 months when I graduated in June. I moved out in July. I ain't never go back. God, pray I never have to go back. I moved the next month to my own place, and he was a little baby.
Kid raising kids. Right.
But I took care of everybody I'm supposed to take. I had my first job 3 months after I turned 16. I ain't missed a motherfucking income tax since 1991.
And now when you heard him rapping on the radio, he was rapping at church, he came up. Now when did you kind of get behind it,
like full force?
Shit.
Let's see. So I'm always in the background. I just didn't really, he didn't live with me, so I didn't know all the people he's with because he's not around me on a daily, So I know he's rapping. I remember when he got shot the first time, and we were sitting in the car, and I was just talking to him, and I think I told him that if he's truly talented, don't rap about people. If you're truly talented, do music. Rap about music. So I think his music evolved a little bit more from that. No more diss stuff. No more too much pointed at people. It started getting a little bit broader. And then the second time he got shot, this is when I knew he was really doing bigger things because he was shot. I changed my whole living room to a bedroom for him because he couldn't go like up and down the steps or whatever. So we put his bed and stuff right in the front room. And he's in there on the phone, and I don't know, there's a song about to drop or something. But they're calling him, and he's like, spell it this way, write it that way. And I said, damn, this nigga's really, they're coming to him to tell him, and he's telling them how to do this, how to do, everybody, like people would come. I said, oh, I could see. I never said nothing to him, but I'm like, okay, all right. He really.
Is this before Elm Street?
That's way before Elm Street. He got shot the second time in 2015. The second time he got shot. Elm Street was 2016. His music is real life, twisted with a little bit of fake shit, but it's mostly real life. Right. He used real life situations. I heard a couple of his friends when he passed away that might have had something to do with his passing, but they were like, oh, you know how he is. He gonna just put it in his music. He gonna do something and put it in. So he upset people that he would put real life situations in his music. Everybody ain't know about it, but certain people, did, because he was talking about them, different stuff. I was just listening to something come up here. They said they gonna rob me because they want their bricks back. Y'all know he robbed one of his friends before. Yeah, that would upset somebody to hear that. Say they gonna rob me, they want their bricks back.
It's kind of, we don't see a whole lot in Pittsburgh, but that's also like when you listen from oldest to newest, you kind of hear a lot of these different flows in his music. Like, you can tell his style is expanding till he kind of really got his own sound too. Towards the end, like Elm Street was totally different. It was just like Boss of Bosses, Criminal Mind, the whole Back Against the Wall sounded different. It was like, well,
that was from jail. Remember, he dropped that. So he did that whole thing in a place that he finally had no one around, and he was just sit with himself. Because I think Criminal Minds off of there is one of the hardest songs off of Back Against the Wall. Awesome. I love Criminal. That song it's I don't know, it's so artistic. I heard, I said, oh my God, this is good. But Elm Street was the one, lyrically, like the business part of it, when he was calling shit, I knew that he was serious about it. He's getting into it. He about to do something. You know, people are really coming to him. That was the first eye opener. But then Elm Street, lyrically, when I heard Elm Street at the very beginning, that it got a drop and he rap over that. Man, you can't just do that. I was like, this nigga could really, and I done heard him rap forever, but that was the time I said, he really could rap. I done heard all these songs, and that was the one that I was like, he's a real rapper. Because that's not something everyone can do.
He went in there and felt it like.
Hey, and he didn't even like that song.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to put it out. He didn't like it, and that's his biggest song.
It was just a different
But
style.
other people liked it. It's one of his longest songs too. It's 3 minutes, over 3 minutes long. People don't even make 3 minute songs no more.
And then you had these other beats that sound similar to that track come out, like Damn.
Yeah, from my man's Kendrick. I love Kendrick. It's okay. Kendrick's allowed to do it. But yeah, I got so many phone calls about that after Elm Street came out. People were calling, did you hear it? And I'm like, yeah, we heard it. And prior to Kendrick doing that, I had sat in the car again, me and Trayvon ride and talk sometimes. And I asked him, after the second time he got shot, I asked him, he ever, and this is what I'm telling him, like, not rap about certain stuff. First time getting shot, I said don't rap about people. Second time getting shot, I wanted him to change his whole style. So I'm like, do you listen to Kendrick? You hear his music?
Totally
You think you could rap a little not so crazy, you know? Now let me see. And we're riding. He's like, yeah, I heard of him before, you know. I'm like, yeah, I like him. His style. And then fast forward, he do Elm Street. Kendrick drops that. And I see in an interview after he passed away, and someone's asking him, like people were calling, talking about it. What did he feel about Kendrick? You know, what's going on with the beat? How was his opinion on it? And he was cool, as he should have been. He said, you know, it's cool. Kendrick's a bigger artist than he is. He's helping me out, you know. And then he ended it with like, my mom like him anyway, so it's all good. Right. That made me smile because that made me know he remembered our conversations, you know.
Yeah, and when he kind of popped off rapping a certain way, it's probably in his mind it's going to be hard to transition off of that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, well, I was just trying, I don't care. I'm trying to save my son's life, you know. I don't give a fuck what he don't want to do. Try something, listen to this other man, maybe he can, because we all have influences, you know. I didn't know if he ever heard Kendrick. To me was more, at that time, more of a we type of rapper. The world doing better, you know. He's more positive rapping. So my son was negative rapping. So I was trying to let him know, won't you listen to the man that's saying some positive, fun stuff, and try to do something like that. Just my opinion, you know, just my little thing there I'm trying to put in his ear. But yeah, it was cool. I like how it 360, full forward, all that, even that Kendrick used this beat, you know, and his mom was just telling him, and then now look at Kendrick. I was telling him then, Kendrick's the dude. Now look at Kendrick now. Kendrick's the dude. He been the dude. Right. Kendrick's the man. So I told you I'm a good music critic. I know stars.
What did you think of the Elm Street 2 beat?
Elm Street 2, I had a bias on that, so I really didn't listen to it. Okay. I'm only just now feeling Elm Street 2. Ain't that crazy? And remember I told y'all why I didn't like it?
I don't remember.
Because he had his dad in that video.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wasn't it Kevin Hare? Yeah.
So right. I never even really liked it. I had a bias to that, and it never allowed me to appreciate the song because of who was in it. Right. Is that crazy? I'm a little crazy sometimes, but yeah, I raised that boy by myself.
What's cool about that record is that the piano's at a higher octave in that one. So
yeah,
you have the piano.
It is way louder. Yeah, it's way louder. I think I was just listening to it coming up here. I like it, but I can't get into it. Right. Just for that visual fucks it up for me.
Just for on record, when you're speaking on Kendrick at the very beginning, this is Good Kid, Mad City Kendrick at this point. This is way past Section 80, correct? With you showing Jimmy Wopo his music. You should rap like this guy. Like
yeah, that was probably 2017. So whatever he had out then, around 2017, 2016, 2017. I don't know the names of the songs. That's,
okay, Butterfly, Damn, all that. Okay.
Oh yeah. Right. Drunk. Tore up.
Right,
drunk.
Right. Yeah.
Drunk. Drunk. That's my shit. Drunk. Yeah, I like them. So I guess now there's no albums. I just go to my phone, and play a song.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know what fucking album it's on.
Right.
Or what, I don't know. I've been not doing that. I ain't bought this, CDs were here and they were not here long.
Yeah.
CDs transitioned very fast. And when I was buying CDs, you know what type of CDs I was buying? Mix from the nigga on the corner.
Okay.
So I wasn't buying no album. I don't know what fucking album it's on. I just know the time of year. No, I had a stereo that held 170 CDs or something. It had two spinners. It had two spinners in it. Yeah, that's that. It was a what was it? Was it panoramic or something? I still got one of the speakers. It's a nice speaker. Well, I don't know why I can't remember the fucking name of it, but I had a nice stereo. My stereo used to shake the projects. My neighbors would come upstairs like, play it again.
Right.
Because the speakers I had used to just rattle everything. So we definitely were music people. We played everything. Whole building be rocking.
Right.
And beats, I love beats. I love like drums. Lots of drums.
You know who was making the beats at the start for a while?
No, I don't know. I think he was just with a few random people everywhere, because there's some dude on one of his songs that it's a really old one, BON. That's one of my favorites too. Okay. Remember BON? BON's probably like 2014.
That's SoundCloud right there. Right?
BON's 2014, and his name was King something.
Was it local people? Was he working with?
Oh, definitely local people, yeah. But his name is King something, and he has songs with a lot of, because he got Cardi, the Cardi dude.
Playboy Cardi.
I don't know. He's on a lot of his songs, like iJack. Cardi's on there. Then you got Stevie. He did a whole album with Stevie, with his gorilla looking ass. And I know the King dude, BON, him. But there's so many more too. There's a lot of different producers that he worked with. Mike Tomlin, he got music. Ayo, that's Mike Tomlin. Ayo. So he's worked with people I don't know, probably never met him. Stoney, he got songs Stoney did. Y'all know Stoney? His producer.
Okay.
Stoney, so he I don't think there's one specific. Only one that people would probably truly recognize is Stevie, because he works with everybody, and he did Elm Street.
Yeah, correct.
So people gonna definitely Stevie B. Yeah, they gonna definitely recognize him, but he got some nice songs with other producers.
Was there talk with him starting his own label?
Oh, we Money Lane Music. We already got our own stuff.
Wasn't there?
Money Lane is always on everything. Every song you listen to, you hear Money Lane. Yeah.
100%. But there was a project he did. Man, now that I'm saying it, I can't remember what it was. Sunny Digital.
Oh, that's an album. That's just Sunny Digital is in Cali. He's from Atlanta, I want to say. I think.
Right.
Yeah, they have a whole project they did together. But our label is Money Lane Music. We Money Lane.
Right.
Now he got a record that he's supposed to have put out with Sony Digital, Sonny Digital, SONNY.
I picked it up wrong. I thought they were working together on something. But...
Nope. They do have a song already that they did together,
right.
And then they have a whole project, a whole album that they did, or couple songs. I don't know how many songs it is, but they did a project together. But it's not released. I don't know who has it. I don't know which producer did it. I've reached out to Sony Digital in my Atlanta. I did an Atlanta interview. Did y'all guys see my Atlanta interview? Right. Also, and I've never heard from Sony Digital. I don't know, because he even did the or maybe that was the Elevator, but he did another song with Trayvon at the beginning of Elm Street 2. That's the Sony Digital Backdoor. Right. Sony Digital song. It starts out. Because I like that song,
right.
And I like Sony Digital's line better than Jimmy Wopo's. On that one. Yeah, I like his verse better than Udi's on that. And Udi usually had a better verse, but to me, Sony got the better verse on that one. But yeah, they supposed to have something outside of that. Jimmy Digital is supposed to be the project. Right. Jimmy Digital is supposed to be the project. Who holds it? I don't know. I don't have it. Someone has it.
Do you think we'll ever get unreleased music?
I don't know. No. I can't answer that. I just got drug into court and I do still hold rights to a lot of things. His unreleased music to me is a question mark, because to me, since people tried to hurt me for honoring my son, help with my grandchildren, and be it the people that I was helping tried to hurt me, it's a drawback for me to do anything, because I don't want to do the work for someone to hurt me when I'm trying to help them, because all they can see is I'm getting something. Right. No matter what the fuck I get, I did the work. And at the end of the day, it's my son. But they can't get past I'm getting something. Even if they're getting something, it ain't enough. So I haven't really sold, like I've been, and I'm on a teeter-totter. The case is over. The vultures have flown away for a little while, but who's to say they won't come back? And in my mind, all I need to do, truthfully, is just wait for my grandchildren to get bigger, because they own everything. They're just minors right now. Yeah. You know, I keep myself healthy, able. I'll be able to run with them in a minute. Right. And God willing, they'll be great runners. And I won't have to do much work. I'll just have to tell them what to do. Right. You know, so that, and I'm in my grandchildren's life, other than the ones that, you know, they don't want them to come around or whatever. I can't make people do certain things, but I'm not going to waste my time and energy on things that people don't appreciate either. Life's too short. So I don't know if there'll be unreleased music. It could be, but I don't got time. I'm tired. I don't want to fight with anyone. And everybody wants to fight me. I don't understand that. And then I'm not a punk either. So now then we're going to have a battle. I don't got time. I'm tired. I'm trying to, at this stage of my life, because when my son first passed, I was ready to duke it and do whatever with anybody. I ain't got time. I done ran, did all the things, almost killed myself. I had 2 blood clot episodes in the process of helping people with their children and honoring my child, and they still want to hurt me. Man, boy, bye. I'm going to live my best life, and guess what? Everything that they watching I was going to get from him, I'm going to still have it, because I make my own motherfucking shit. These motherfuckers is crazy. I always had my own. I always had my own money. I always had a job. I'm well educated. I always was clean, keep my hair. Only time they might have ever called me Little Dirty Tammeka is when my mother had to take care of me. But from the day that I began taking care of myself, I ain't been nothing but great. But people don't know me, and part of that is because I'm a private person. I don't need to brag. I don't need to boast. I don't have girlfriends and all that shit. I don't sit around people and talking. I don't do that. I don't do it because too often I'm around people and I see them like y'all two together, and then when I'm with you and he ain't around, you talking shit on him to me. I don't fuck with shit like that. I don't do that. That's corny as fuck to me. So I don't deal with people, because I don't play those type of games. You ain't gonna smile in my face. And all it does when people do that with me often. They do that. I never, I don't join in or nothing. The first thing come to my mind is, damn, I thought that was they man or they girl. Like, what? Why are you telling me these bad things about your friend? Because it ain't my motherfucking friend. That's your friend, supposedly. You know, what are you getting out of bashing them to me? Because I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna make me like them or not. Like, you're not gonna change me, but other people are weak-minded, and that does help other people. Me, I'm so much of a upright, palms up type person that makes me look at you weird. You know, I don't even want to be. I don't want to fuck with you more because I want to fuck with you less. We can't even be friends. I don't even want to talk to you, because you will change things. They're troublemakers. Those type of people like trouble. I don't like trouble.
Like the world today, that comes because there's no connection. Everybody's so disconnected.
I don't know what it is, but I ain't never played a part of it since I was a kid. Right. I had kid friends, and to this day, they'll tell you too. Tammeka played with us a little while, and then we never seen Tammeka again. Because Tammeka don't got time for that. My life don't need people for it to go. I'm not people needy. I ain't never been people needy. People turn me off. Big time. They turn me off. I just go away. I don't keep boyfriends. but for so long, and then I'll be without a boyfriend for a long time. I don't need a boyfriend. I had a guy ask me before why I ain't got a boyfriend. Like something's wrong with me. No, I don't got a boyfriend because I don't got time for y'all corny ass shit. The hell? But yeah. No, it's just crazy. But Jimmy was different. He had all the friends. He had too many friends. I used to tell him, you don't need all those people around you. I don't know why you need all those people around you. And I also always tell my kids, because they all kids want their friends to come over and things like that. No. Most people come in your house to see what you got. They don't come to your house to be your friend. They're looking around at the shit you got. And if you live in foul, they jotting it down, because as soon as they get mad at you, they gonna expose you and talk about your triflingness. And if you got nice stuff, when they get mad at you, they're gonna come and steal it. So what you want them in your house for? I don't like people in my house. My kids always knew not to bring too many people. They had a certain pick of friends that I deal with, but you can't always bring all these people. And even then, that's contradicting too, because whenever my kids was around, their friends was around, and it kind of was, my house was where all the kids came. But not all the kids, but they still hung around, because I like them to be around me to see what they doing. But it's just weird, but not on the porch. Stay outside, in the basement. You don't need to be up here or there, all that moving through around. Just be right in the vicinity, because I know a lot of their childhood friends. Now, when you get to teenagers, older teen grown, and I don't keep up with them people. No, I don't know them too much. But they get sneakier the older they get. So they don't bring people around, so you don't know what that person do, because they don't want you to know. I don't want to know, because when the police come, I want to tell the truth. I don't know. Right. I don't want to be lying. I don't want to know. Shit. I ain't going to tell them nothing.
How did Wopo get the nickname Udi?
Oh, so he was given, when he was born, he was premature. He was born at 28 weeks, 2 months early. And his head was so little. He was only 3 pounds, 10 ounces. My mom gave him, it was not Udi, it was ooh-wee. So my mom came in, and he was in the incubator, and she looked at him. She's like, oh, look at his head. She said, woo-wee, his head is little. So she said, that's what we're going to call him, woo-wee. So he was woo-wee, but I guess people didn't get the woo-wee, and it just changed into Udi. So we just left it out Udi. But his original name is woo-wee, because how little his head was. Then it just went to Udi, and then older he got, went to Wop, and then I guess that was too long, and then went to Wopo. And I believe Jimmy came from his drug dealer day era, whatever the fuck he was doing his hustling. The fiends, his name was Jimmy. That's what my brother told me. I don't know if that's all true, but him and my brother lived at my mom's house. So that's because I had brought up the question too one time, like, how the hell did he get Jimmy Wopo? And I understand the Wopo, but the Jimmy I couldn't understand. But he's supposed to have been his little snap name. But then also his father's name is James, and his grandfather's name is James. They think they call his grandfather Jimmy. So it might have even stemmed from there. Yeah, he might have grabbed it to use it for that reason, because he just took it from his dad and them. Right. But yeah, that's how we get the Jimmy Wopo.
And Wopo could be from the Italians.
So my coworker told me that. He said, yeah, your son, he's Wopo. He said, you know what that means? In Italian, he said, that means big, right, strong, right, the main one. I said, did not know that. But yeah, right, he cool. He is big. He is strong. He's doing his thing. That's why my coworker liked him, because he had that Wopo. He said, yeah, I love that Wopo. Yep.
As he's building up, as he's performing live too, he's interacting with, he's building an audience by doing that.
Yeah, I can remember when he was trying to build an audience. So he was coming this way. I know he performed in West Virginia before at like a little club and stuff. I think he went up Ohio a few times, like when he was first this is 2015. He's getting his little traction built up. Someone was recording. I'm online watching recording. He drops the mic. It just turned my whole thing off. Like, I didn't even want to watch the performance anymore. So I call him, and I'm like, what's going on, man? Where's your manager? He had a manager at the time. It was Chicken Man. I don't know if y'all know Chicken Man. I said, your manager's not working with you. What's going on? You got a manager. You're not practicing. And he's like, oh, Mom. I said, you dropped the mic. How you want people to come and pay to see you and you dropping the mic? That looks horrible. And pull your pants up. Your ass. This is how I always talk to him. I'm always talking to him when I see sir. I don't want to see. I said, I can't watch you perform because your ass is out. I don't want to see your ass. That's a turn off. And but after a while, his pants was like here. You got to, but they used to be all the way down here. I'm like, I don't want to see your ass, and I don't want to see you dropping the mic. And I've never seen him perform live, but once, and that was twice because I was at his 21st birthday. But the first time was at Devils and Dolls when my oldest son came home from jail, 2017. So they did a big party. Welcome home party or whatever, and he performed there. So he performed and I'm watching, I'm like, oh, it was so lit. And then as soon as he came up, I just gave him a hug. I said, you've been practicing, you did so good. He said, Mom, I be in here every day. Like I said, that's what's up. I didn't know. But me cussing him out must have worked. But he was and then I was at Verizon and a guy was waiting on me. He was like, yeah, I seen him perform. He said he had the Freddy Krueger glove and all that stuff. I said, oh, I wish I would have seen that. But that's what's up. I was always telling him, how are you going to want people to pay you and you're not giving them nothing to pay you for? Right. You're an entertainer, right? You got to entertain people. That's what they come and pay their money for.
Young too. You could tell he was learning.
Yeah, he's a baby. But I was always in his ear, and it's so cute. Maybe the year that he passed away, he called me. I was at work and he showed me my name was here by his ear. That's cool. And as soon as I seen, I got good. I was like, I was feeling myself. I'm like, oh yeah. And then he said, that's because you always in my ear hollering. I said, whatever. But he put my name because I'm always in his ear. That's fine. Yeah. So his interviews made me feel so good because I've never seen his interviews until he died, and I start seeing him. He talk about me all the time, right? Yeah. So and he always it was so crazy, even to the point where we have a conversation. One of the videos I can remember, like I'm like, damn, that was so. We just had that conversation, but it was about his driver's license. And then he did an interview with somebody I said you need it because he got the car. And then get his driver's license. So I said, you need to get your driver's license. I said, you have your priorities all in the wrong order. And then he did an interview literally like the next week or something. He was like, yeah, because like my mom, she said, we got the priorities in the wrong order. You got your priorities in the wrong. Everything's important, because I always I don't want to be a hater. Because sometimes my kids be like, you're just a hater. They say that to me. I'm not a hater. I'm just experienced in life. I've been alive longer than you. I've had some of the situations that you went through, and I know the outcome already. This is I know how it works, and I know that even though I want to do all the things, I can't do all the things. I have to put them in order. I got to do what's most important first. You're supposed to have a list and then go down the list. You can't go to here and get this done when this is the foundation of this. It's a waste of time because now you're going to be backtracking and redoing shit because you should have never did this before you did that. Like what the hell are you doing? But yeah, that's all I said, I love you. I'm sorry I'm aggressive sometimes, but you're hard-headed, so I got to be aggressive sometimes. My kids were those kids that if you talk nice to them, they ain't listen, and then soon I always be in the house. Why do I gotta cuss at y'all? Soon as I cuss, then everybody do what they supposed to. Them was my kids.
Do what you need to do before you do what you want, right?
You gotta do what you need. Right. Needs or priority. Once, you got a lifetime.
Right. Our high school coach taught us that. He was our English teacher too. So he would give his game pass. Your needs are first foremost. Right. Your needs are going to give you the space and the time and the resources to get what you want. Right. Patience is needed for wants. It's no microwave effect for a want. Because wants are usually something extreme, something expensive, something, big. That wants are usually shit you don't really need. You just want it. It's not going to feed you. It's not going to clothe you. It's not going to, it's not going to enhance you. Right.
It's usually going to take from you when you want.
make the clothes.
I was like, some sneakers, you'd be like, oh, I want them so bad. But what does it do for you other than make you look cuter for other people or something? I don't know. It's not going to do anything for you. Bring bad attention to you. Nigga want to rob you and take them. You know, the wants are things that they can wait. You get your needs first. Your needs are the things that come first. Then you got time. So when you get what you want and you ain't got no money now, at least you got everything you need. At least you got everything you need. You'll be fed for the month because you filled your freezer up first before you bought the fucking shoes. Like, it just makes sense. You got to do it right. But I laugh when I've seen certain interviews because I can pull stuff out of them. I'm like, oh,
exactly
when. I'm like, oh, he got, like he say nacho cheese. You ever hear him say that? Nacho cheese.
On tracks. Yeah.
Get that from me. That's my line.
What's cool about, I don't know if it was Atlanta or New York, but the interviewer actually asked about you. How does your mom think about this record? And he's like, man, she always supported me.
Yeah.
You told us last time, like, I didn't know he said all this about me on the tapes and this.
Mm-hmm.
So he seemed like me and him were talking on the way back, like it was so awesome that he was someone that actually listened. You know, because a lot of these people don't listen.
I didn't know he listened till he died.
Yeah.
When he died, that's when I knew he was listening because of all the things that he created. And just talking to other people. You know, other people would say certain things about him and, oh, he did this or he did that. And I'm like, oh, he listened to me.
Right.
I didn't know he was listening because when he around me, he act like he don't want to fucking listen. He's like, yeah, you this, you that, yeah. But he was retaining and he was actually using, you know. And at the last end, he kind of was talking like me a little bit after the jail episode, and he came home. And I didn't know he did as much music. Like, I'm still, till this day, discovering a feature or a song or something that he did that I'd never heard. He was working. When he first passed away, the lawyer had told me to gather his intellectual property. I gathered some things. I have a nice bit of stuff that I did get. I don't know if it's crap. I don't know if people act like they gave me stuff or not. I looked at it once years ago and never even took it back out. But I couldn't believe I had to buy one of them 8 terabyte saving things.
Wow. Yeah. That's a lot of music. Now, do you have the project files or are they just MP3s?
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Okay.
I told you, I don't know if they gave me real shit or fake shit. People was acting like they see me and say, I never met your son, and then I see a picture of these motherfuckers. You know, the universe going, I'm so big on the universe and God, and there's a power higher than me because he takes care of me and he shows me. Because God takes care of fools and children. I'm the biggest fool of them all. So I will not pay attention to things because I'm not a nosy person. And I don't focus on other people. I'm just moving through life about me and mine. But there are always other forms of things happening around me that I should actually see. But because I'm not a nosy person, I don't pay attention. But God will put it right in my face. So someone will say something to me today. And because I'm naive in a way, not a stupid naive, just a living my life naive, God will be like, right there. He just lied to you. Here go the proof. Always my whole life. I don't have to ask questions. Little birdie just comes, sits on my window and tell me everything all the time. Even when I'm not looking for it. I could be doing so. I was messing with a guy one time. He was married. I didn't know. Don't you know I was on my phone one day and I just was with him and his married picture with his wife came up on my phone with another person under people you may know.
Wow.
But I didn't even, and then I'm looking at the picture. I'm still naive. I'm like, oh,
that can't be him.
I'm not putting it together. This is his wedding. But it was so crazy because around that time he was in a wedding with a family member, someone else's. But if I really would have paid attention, because I'm not a negative thinker and I'm not searching for bad stuff. If I'd have paid attention, he had no gray hair. While he was with me, he had gray hair. That was an earlier picture. He had been married like 5 years. But then fast forward the next 8 months, he ends up getting in trouble with his wife with him. And my ex, who I start messing with to mess with him, couldn't wait to call me and tell me, hey, you hear about such and such? He was with his wife. I'm like, oh, crack face wife. I just talked to him. Like, wow. But I'm not looking. But that was God showing me. He was showing me, hey girl, look at this picture. Click on this motherfucker. This man is married. Whole picture. Then after all the shit, when he get caught, my ass go back to the picture because I saved that, screenshotted it. And now the hair pops into my mind then. Like, oh, wow. If I'd have paid attention to that little detail, if I'd have been a little more aggressive or mean or one of those girls that just don't trust a nigga about nothing, I would have got it. But I'm not. I'm cool. I like to chill. I ain't got time to be arguing with nobody. Whatever I'm supposed to know, God gonna let me know. If I'm not supposed to know it, I ain't supposed to know it. Well, how does my life change?
Sometimes you're better off not knowing.
Hey, because then it would have been, I wouldn't have had all the fun that I had with him.
Right.
When it was time to be over, God made it be over. He got in trouble with his wife. He went with his wife. We never got together no more. I didn't have to fight nobody or be upset or, we ain't have to do none of that tug of war shit about the situation. Why you lie and all that stuff. It just resolved its own self.
As Jimmy Wopo was progressing, how does he connect? How does he make connections to Taylor Gang and everyone in that?
I think Hardo, Lonnie Sykes.
Okay.
Those folks, all working together. But I think he got to Wiz Khalifa for sure through Hardo. Because Hardo was with T.I. So Hardo's already in that world. Remember T.I. signed him and stuff. So he's already in that world. Wiz Khalifa's from Pittsburgh. He ain't been gone that long. He grew up with certain people. They're all from like the east side of town. So they probably already knew each other before even the blow up. But yeah, he got that connection through Hardo. And just out there. And what's the white boy's name? Ryan. But his last name is Ryan. It's a white boy. He used to do a couple blogs and different things. So he got Trayvon a nice little... He works with Empire too.
Okay.
Did he go to Penn State? That might be too specific.
No. I don't know him like that because he kind of came and did his good deed, when my son died.
Right.
He did his good deed and then he just kind of disappeared. I ended up running into him one more time when Baby J-Way did a showcase with Craig, S.K. Belly something. He's from out, where the hell was he at? Uniontown or something, I don't even remember. But he did a at the bowling alley, South Hills. They used to have King of the Berg or something. Right. So J-Way did King of the Berg with Scarbelly. That was his name. Okay. So Scarbelly, before Trayvon passed away, he was doing features or something. He had people I heard this story. He had people lined up around the building to come do a feature with him. And Scarbelly was one of the people that came and did a feature with him. He put a nice song out that him and my son have together. So we were trying to get J-Way on the showcase for King of the Berg and South Hills on Route 51. It ain't there no more, I don't think, the bowling alley. First they said he could be on, and then for some reason he couldn't be on. And Ryan was one of the people, I can't think of his first name. He was one of the people running it. He already did his good deed though. He did his good deed in the summer.
Right.
So now he doesn't want to be bothered with us. Or whatever conversation is going on in this city, it was all hate. It was all trying to block me. Wherever I turned, it was trying to be a block, a disrespect, or whatever. So then we get a message from Scarbelly, and we're just cutting it up with him. He's telling me about the album he did with Trayvon. He got all the love and respect. He even come out and meet up with us. So when he comes to meet us, because he wants some merch, he come get the merch, and he's talking and telling us about this, that, and other. And he's like, yeah, I'm about to be on this showcase. The King of the Bird, da-da-da-da-da. So by then, we've been notified that Baby J-Way can't be involved all of a sudden, because we were told he could. And we was telling him like, oh yeah, that's what we telling him. J-Way's supposed to be on it. He said, oh, fuck that. He could be on my showcase with me.
Right.
Yeah. So when we walk in the door, everybody big eyed like, how the fuck this bitch get in here? Because that's nothing but God. That wasn't nothing but God. We were supposed to be there. And it was a nice night. It turned out really nice. J-Way did his thing. He was only 12 years old then. He was little. And he just wanted to honor his brother. That's all. They're in it for a money grab. We're in it for our family.
Right.
This is our legacy.
Legacy.
This is our legacy. And if we do make $1, bitch, so what?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like this, I don't understand how, and I go through this in my professional life as well. I've had managers, drop everything, leave work because their family, something's going on with their family, and then something's going on with my family, and I'm supposed to say, fuck my family. Well, how is your family more important than my family? It's crazy, and that's the type of thing that was going on, and still kind of going on in different ways. They want me to lay down and play dead for shit that they would never lay down and play dead for if it came to their family. So I don't understand that. I said, I'm not. I ain't doing that. I'm not going to do it. Hey, crazy motherfucker. But then I had a lot of energy, and it was my therapy. A lot of people kept saying I should go to therapy. I need to go to therapy. That was my therapy. Being out in this world, receiving all the love, all the stories, all the things about my son that I didn't know, confirmation on things I did know, that was my therapy. And I having a ball doing it, enjoying myself, doing music. I love music. I enjoyed that. We had fun, so whatever. And yeah, we made some money.
Right. And you put on some shows.
We put on a couple shows. Yeah, we did some community events. We did back to school giveaways. We did 2 major concerts. I heard somebody tell me one day, how that little thing go? Bitch, we did Stage AE. You mean my big thing? I corrected her right away. Ain't nothing little about it, honey. We did Stage AE, and we did Soldiers and Sailors. So 2019, we did Stage AE. Mike Epps was our host. And then 2021, we did Soldiers and Sailors, and we had Young LA was our host for Mr. Ain't I. I did 2 commercials. I didn't know I could do that, but I did a commercial for both concerts. The first one I did with Ray Love, and Ray Love was a huge influence in this run that I did. And I think without Ray, I wouldn't have did none of that stuff because I didn't know what to do. I think I was a mute for the first 2 months that my son passed away. I didn't talk. I didn't speak. I kind of listened and watched because I don't know nothing. I don't know these people. There's people coming to me. I don't know nothing. And then maybe a month in, I get advised to get a lawyer. And then the lawyer starts advising me to do certain things. And I just started to try to do the certain things he told me. And I think that's what sparked the beast in me, because when I start going to find people, because I was told by my lawyer to find my son's intellectual property. So now this is when I had to start talking to people and finding out people's names and learning stuff. And I got all disrespect. Like I was some bitch bitch. That's all I heard. They didn't say the word, but that's all I heard was, bitch, get the fuck out of here,
They should be rolling a red carpet out for you.
They're like, you ain't getting, it ain't never happening. Oh, I never met your son before. Don't nobody know nothing. I said, I don't know what the hat is about. Was they trying to steal it? I don't know what they were trying to do. I don't know. But I know many, and not to harp on any negative people, there were many who were like the Ryan boy. They did their good deed and they moved on. But they didn't want to do good deeds because of the repercussions. You can tell there were repercussions for people. If people came to help me, or if people were seen with me or did things with me, if they supported anything I did, there was a repercussion because people were cautious not to do things with me or to be seen with me, or it was weird. Whatever the repercussion is, hey, I don't know what they got going on. It ain't stopped my motherfucking show.
Animosity kind of lit a fire for you to want to put on the events that you did?
I put on the events because I didn't know what my son had created. And when he created it and I woke up, I said, ain't no motherfucking way my son did all this work and we gonna let it just go away. You crazy as hell. And he lost his life while doing all this stuff. That weekend, my son sat in my backyard and said, we about to move, Mom, about to get this big house. We all gonna live together again. Like, nah, we still running. He got 3 kids. He created something that can help with his kids. That's what I thought. Like, because I didn't know nothing. I'm watching everything. So when I see the supply and demand, I'm a business person. Supply and demand. I'm out here in the world, moving around, lost my son doing. People coming to me, oh, you got t-shirts. Oh, you got this. Oh, you got that. You got this. Oh, I really would like supply and demand. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, we could do that, because guess what? them 3 babies, they need Pampers. We had 2 infants, 2 months apart, and a 3-year-old. Fuck yeah, if 10 motherfuckers is coming to me talking about you got t-shirts, why I'd be a fool not to go get t-shirts.
And it's a win-win.
It's what?
Win-win.
So that part of me, because I am a business person, was like, okay, well, my son created a business. He had t-shirts before he died. I got pictures with my t-shirt on with my son. Okay, we gonna do the t-shirts. Now I'm in business mode, so now I was talking to people and they're not coming forward. I said, okay, that sparked in me. I need to protect. Somebody's hiding something because I don't trust people. So now they're really confirmation of don't trust them because they're lying. I meet the dude, told you the one dude, he said, I never met your son. Literally the next day, I'm just scrolling, picture of him and my son. I said, this motherfucker told me he didn't even know my son. But nothing prompted him to say that. He only was just meeting me. What prompted him to be like, that's what came to my mind. What the fuck is he hiding? What is he hiding? Why are you gonna tell me he never met my son before? And then God's like, bitch, he met him. Look at the picture right here. I'm like, okay, all right, I see what this going on. And these are just, different things. Then Taylor, his manager Taylor became his manager, I want to say maybe late 2016, 2017 or so. He snaked him from chicken. So Taylor even got silly. He's like, oh, well, because I went and got a lawyer. I was advised to get a lawyer. Oh, I see you got it under control. I'm not going to do this. What'd he say? He ain't working for nobody. And in my mind, I said, you work for my son, right? Yeah, managers work for somebody, right? They're not the right? I got this right or wrong? And he working for a motherfucker when you work for them. They pay you to do stuff.
Manage the artist.
Yeah, so he told me he wasn't working for nobody. And I said, okay, well, bye. I don't need you to do anything, sir. What are you hiding? Why are you running? So everybody kind of, when I woke up, fled the scene.
Why is there so much fog for no reason? It doesn't make any sense. Like, I understand it's the entertainment industry. It's not easy, but it's all about communication. They're not communicating.
To me, they played themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
To me, they played themselves. You had the hottest fucking artist ever in Pittsburgh, because Wiz ain't hot. You had the hottest artist in Pittsburgh, born, raised, homegrown, fucking organic growth.
Had his own sound.
And you ain't gonna run with that. You're not gonna fucking shout from the mountaintop. Pittsburgh, that nigga come from here. What? You gonna try to downplay? Till this day, Stevie B still tries to downplay my son. Why? With his gorilla looking ugly ass. I don't understand. He says little weird ass shit to try to downplay what my son established. And I'm not taking nothing from nobody, because there might be people on the background saying, well, I helped him do this and I helped him do that. You ain't give him no talent. And if you made a Jimmy Wopo, where's the other motherfucker? Because make another one. Right. Where he at? Yeah, 7 years. If you guys created this motherfucking transformer, create another one. You can't create it. I made motherfucking Jimmy Wopo. Make another one. So all your help or whatever, and if you're mad at him because you helped him be great, you're corny. You was never a friend. You was never part of the team. You was a down low hater.
Jealousy. From
day one, because you don't just switch to hate. You start with it. Right. And you're only around because you're trying to fucking see what you can steal, what you can get, what you can take, what he's going to give you. Because he had natural born talent, and you don't just make that. So whatever person introduced them to this person or that person, if God wrote the book, it didn't have to be you. In reality, you fucked up your blessing. You fucked up your own blessing, because God gave them to you to be a part of that talent that God gave him. And you act like you could just, it wasn't, you had an angel on earth, and you were more worried about him not being here so that you can come steal some shine. As my son say, how you gonna ride the wave and sink the ship at the same motherfucking time? Because that's what they was doing. They want to ride the wave and sink the ship at the same fucking time. Well, the ship got sank, and everybody's doing what? Working at fucking Walmart, still trying to make music that ain't did shit. Now they doing little stuff in the city. Their shit, Juneteenth's been going on forever. I've been to several different Juneteenths, vended 5, 6 Juneteenths. Niggas that was running around when my son was out here probably wasn't supporting. Now all of a sudden this year they got drones and they advertising. What? Y'all trying to jump on anywhere. Y'all wasn't never even support. It looks so corny to me. It looks corny to me. Now they trying to do this and do that. Man, y'all try to do and be original. I made my own. Look, they hated on me and it was mad when I made my own lane. They took me to court and guess what they told them in court? She made her. You can't even touch none of that. She created that. That's hers. What's his is his. He ain't have nothing. Y'all did it too soon. You should have waited a little longer. Yeah. You should have waited a little bit longer. Did it too soon. He didn't have nothing. He ain't have nothing. So they try to come get me to get something from a dead man. I didn't have nothing.
I feel like a lot of people don't understand that either.
Well, they don't know because they're uneducated. It's not they don't understand. It's a lack of knowledge. It's ignorance. They still don't understand. To this day, people was like, oh, well, I hope you getting something from his stuff. I said, well, I don't got to hope. Right. He's international. Pittsburgh don't live outside of Pittsburgh. Right. The rest of the planet don't exist to Pittsburgh.
So glad you just said that.
The rest of the planet doesn't exist to Pittsburgh. They think that they are the world. And they fail to realize there is a whole planet. There's other continents. They don't probably even know what a continent is. Continents, countries, all that. It's not just the United States. I know. I'm so happy I know the truth. My son is internationally known, loved, respected, honored. They did a fucking tribute video for my son in Barcelona, Spain. Kiss my ass, talk about, oh, he almost made it. Bitch, if that ain't making it, I don't know what making it is. Because you go ahead and get you a tribute made in Barcelona, Spain.
People really say he didn't make it.
Oh, they almost. People say that to me all the time. He almost made it. I said, well, only part he didn't do was tour and, make really super big money.
On the way.
He already did it. He did. He did all the work. The work was done. Yeah. He was about to get the reward. He did all the work. The work was done. He solid, solidified. What he say? I just want to put respect on my name. I just want to be treated like my foot in the game. Because his foot was in the game. Right. He was in it. That's all he want. I want to be treated like my... But he was speaking to Pittsburgh. He didn't even know that the world loved him the way. He didn't even get to see it. Right. But he seen it in Pittsburgh, though. He knew he had Pittsburgh. But he didn't even know... Anywhere he would have went, it would have been like, man, I send stuff everywhere. It surprises me now. Some memories just came up about a guy in Paris. He said he'd been listening to my son fucking way before people known him as Jimmy Wopo. He said he'd been playing in my taxi in Paris. I wish I could go around the world and see all the people. I done shipped shit to fucking the Netherlands, Australia. And I ship stuff everywhere, but them type of places, I said, who the fuck is in the Netherlands listening to Jimmy Wopo? And they ordered the Tommy gun shirts. I said, I know that's right. They were doing their thing, yo. Just to see that stuff. Till this day, Canada, I ship stuff everywhere. And people probably think because I'm not vending, they don't see me out doing something, that Money Lane is no more. No, Money Lane is still Money Lane, baby. Right. I just kind of pumped my brakes. First of all, for my health, I needed to slow down. I had two blood clots a year apart, year and a half or whatever. If people don't know about blood clots, you blow one, I could be dead in 5 minutes if I blew one right now, if it blew the right place. I don't want to keep playing with that. And things that cause those type of things is stress, overwork and things that I was doing. So I said, I'm going to just go ahead and relax. And then they took me to court. But for the first year or so with the court stuff, I still was kind of doing stuff. But then I was dragging on so long. I'm like, I was exhausted. I'm like, just let them have everything. I said, they gonna sell the t-shirt shit to fuck them kids. Let them take care of their own motherfucking kids. I'm tired. I raised my 5. I did what I had to do. I think my feelings were more hurt than anything. Because I was just trying to be a helper. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that from the things that I was encountering from people, Like the lying, the telling me I'm not getting nothing. I guess I'm saying I'm a prideful person. I'm not an ego statistic. I don't think my ego really forces me, but my pride is huge. So my pride was a little hurt. My feelings was a little hurt. And I was like, fuck that. But now I'm past that. I think I'm healed more. I wasn't healed then. I'm a victim. And everybody, I kept saying that to people like, I lost my son. I'm a victim. And I'm still being victimized while I'm trying to honor and love my son and take help with my grandchildren. I'm still the victim here. I lost my son. People should be doing stuff for me. I shouldn't be out here breaking my neck for every motherfucking body, but that's okay because that's what I wanted to do. That's what I chose to do. That's what God told me to do. And the reason why I know he told me to do is because anything that I wanted or I needed to happen, he opened every door. Baby J-Way on the showcase. They did the concert down in Nova on the north side. When we came in, they didn't want us back in the back part. They had us in this little gated area. That was as far as I was allowed to go. Jimmy, that's as far as I could go in my city? Okay. It get cracking. I'm a celebrity around here. Everybody know the crowd start. I got on here. They start pushing the gate forward. They push the gate so forward. I'm hyping them up. Hype me up. I'm hyping them up. Where you jamming? They pushed the gate so far forward. The security came out, grabbed me, and took me to the. I had to be taken to the back because the crowd was going so crazy.
That's badass.
That ain't nothing but God. Yeah. And when I walk back there, same thing. Big ass. How the fuck this bitch get in here? Because this is where I'm supposed to be. I don't even care to be there. But God said this is where you supposed to be. And everybody in here that don't want you in here, I'm going to put you right here in their face. And he did it with every so many things. The Stage AE concert. The guy around the neighborhood came and bought some t-shirts. I wanted to do the concert again. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just doing. I went and got Mike. The first task on my list, priorities, was to make sure Mike Epps is going to come. That's the first thing I did. I didn't know where the fuck I'm headed the show, how I'm going to do the show. I don't even know nothing about the show yet. I just know I want to do a show, and I need a host. So I get Mike Epps, make him up a big bag, Christmas time. He was at the Improv. Took you to the Improv, walked in the door, told him who I was, what my goal was, and what I was trying to do. They said, wait 1 minute. They went back, came back, took me back to Mike Epps. Right. So now I get to ask Mike Epps, hey, I need you to do something for me. So once I locked that in, I'm like, fuck, all right. I got to get a place. Right. I don't even got a place. So Stage AE, and I go to Stage AE. You can't just go to Stage AE and have a show. No. So I was like, oh, shit. So then I'm vending, and one of the neighborhood guys come up, door reporter, buys T-shirts. We're talking. He asked me about, am I doing what I want to do anything? Am I doing anything? I'm like, matter of fact, I'm doing Stage AE say I need a fiduciary to a monetary person, like somebody with a 503B or somebody. Right. I said, yeah, I do need. He gives me his paperwork.
Everything just fell in line.
Right. I ain't even boom, just like that. Just God, that's God. I seen this man a million motherfuckers. I grew up in his. He ain't never talked to me. He ain't never did know me. He took a risk on me. He didn't have to do that. But God already set it up for us. Yes. Right. That's not me. All God knows, he said, take care of them babies, honor your son, protect everything he did. That's my child. He made that baby. My son was 2 months premature. He could have died then. He had pneumonia when he was 1 year old. He could have died then. He was in a car accident. The car flipped upside down. He could have died then. He got 9 motherfucking lives. He was shot twice. That's 5. God got him here for a reason. And I'm his mother. The best hidden secret he ever had. Because a lot of them don't know I was his mom. That's another thing. It kind of threw him off because he painted a picture of a crackhead grandma in his music. Crackhead grandma. He's in the street. He fucked up, drug addict, whatever the fuck he doing. Even though he got the interviews, he talk about his mom. But ain't nobody never seen a mom. Don't nobody know a mom. He's a bad boy. He could never have a good mom. Nah, man, he got a great mom. He just, he did what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to keep his mom a secret. because I'm his best weapon.
Right.
He ain't do wrong. He did right. And when I start meeting certain people, to this day they look at me so funny. You his mom? I'm like, yeah, I know. I look young and stuff. I act young. I had the motherfucker when I was young. I am young. Why do I gotta be old? Because I'm his mom. No, I'm up with everything.
Right.
Why you think he the way he is? You can't tell. You can't look at me and be like, oh, I see why the motherfucker act like that. Look at his mom.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Or they just don't want to believe it. I don't fucking know. Yeah, he's my son. Unfortunately, he's gone. Yeah, he's my son.
If you had to, I don't know how to convey it, but if you had to explain what you would want people to take from the work that he put in, his legacy, what would you want people to learn from it that are upcoming, especially in the music industry as well?
Just be strong, like be consistent. Do the unthinkable. Even though, because he had lots of doubts, even though he didn't think he would be on a level that he was. He didn't think rap was a way to take care of his family. He didn't believe that, even though it was something he liked, and it brought good attention to him. People give him money for a little rap, the small bubble. He got the small bubble. Unfortunately, he didn't get a chance to really evolve and experience and live in the big bubble. But he did have a nice in-between bubble, because all them shows, and he made a lot of money, selling his t-shirts and getting gigs and doing birthday parties and going into restaurants, and they cleared the motherfucking back room out of for him. I've seen that happen before. So he did get a little bit of it, but he didn't get it on the magnitude that God should have let him. But God wrote his book. It's not, I accepted that. I think some people say, I'm so proud of you taking it so well. First of all, I'm a big believer in our books are written before we're born. So who am I to go against what I believe? If it's in the book, it's in the book. I have to accept that. I can't rewrite the book. I always tell people don't veer off the book, because once you try to veer off and skip a page, you still got to go back to the page. It's going to bring you back, because that's part of your book. So just try to stay on your path and do what you're supposed to do. Don't force stuff. Don't rush stuff. If just wait for it. Be patient and let it all work itself out, because it all works itself out eventually. And sometimes people don't have patience because they think it's going to take long. Sometimes there's instant things. Like I told you, a dude pulled in front of me. I swear to God, I needed $200 the other day, because I just paid all my bills and I got my hair done, and I spun an extra $200. I got some more bills coming. I spent an extra $200 on a football stiller shit that I shouldn't have spent. I was driving home from work September 11th. That was Thursday, right? I spent the money on Sunday. The motherfucker jumped in front of me. I looked at his license plate. I'm driving home. I went and played it. As soon as I got near my house, played it. I had it for $390. That's instant. And you know why God gave it back to me? Because I just gave without looking for nothing back. I didn't expect it. I was just happy to make Sunday a good day for everybody. I wanted everybody to eat good. I just wanted it to be a good day. And we had a beautiful day. I played a number. You see me play. I got my regular numbers I play. That wasn't even a fucking number I played. The shit I played didn't even fucking hit. I hit some shit that I just seen, So that ain't nothing but God. I believe that. Everything is meant for a reason. So it helped me deal with his death better. Just knowing all the work he did. I'm so proud of him. As people, I've had people come to me. I'm a Democratic committee woman also, if you didn't know that, on the north side. Right. So I had only just did that. And I can remember when I won, he called me and he was like, congratulations, Mom. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do. And he did one event for me. We had at the Pittsburgh project on the north side. So they did pictures and stuff with the kids and all that. And he came over and did that for me, to come take pictures with the kids. That was really nice. And when he passed away, the Democratic committee, I gave a back to school giveaway in honor of him. And one of the people from the political lady came to me and told me I should think about separating myself from my son. And I said, why would I do that? I would never separate. Because if he was alive, we was going to be doing more events and stuff. He was going to be my get out and vote motherfucking person, because he could bring the city out. Right. Why would I separate? But that was the mentality. And as I said, people seemed like there was a repercussion. Even the political bitch came over to, and I just tapped her on the shoulder and said, well, I'm hard-headed, love. We ain't separate. I'm only can do this because of Jimmy Wopo. What? I'm not separating myself from my son. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, it's just it was a repercussion. I don't know why. They tried to paint a bad picture of him, even with this. So it started out good when he passed away, and then it come to indictment and all this stuff, But regardless of what the man did, he also did this too. Right. Yeah, he did that, and he did this. And everybody got I did that before. Wasn't good. Everybody got that. But now I'm doing this. So we don't got to worry about theirs, but we going to focus just on his. Now let's focus on everybody's there. You can't because you doing this now. Bitch, wasn't you a hoe last 5 fucking years ago? Fuck out of here. Let's talk about when you was a hoe, but now you the senator or some shit. The fuck? Because you changed your life. You better keep that boy changed his life too. He was definitely changing his life. There were certain things that he did maybe that, once you're in the streets and you do certain things, as they say, which you can't never leave. There's no, okay, well, but that don't mean that he still in the days that he got left do something good. Still could do something good. I think he did great things. I've had people tell me their children. I had a lady come from North Carolina to his viewing that her son was wilding out, and as soon as he started listening to my son, then they graduated high school. He's on a good path. That brought her to Pittsburgh for my son's viewing. She said she got to come. So I don't know what music he is. This is from Jimmy Wopo. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Kendrick Lamar shit. But it wasn't no woo-saw type music. But he was listening to Jimmy Wopo, and the message he got was a positive one. I think in his yearbook, she sent me a picture of his yearbook, and they say, young nigga clocking out. Right. Off of Udi's song, clocking out. Yeah. So no matter what bad words or bad things he said in our songs, people fail to realize he's a person. He's a man. He's just like everybody else. He's somebody's cousin, brother, son, and a lot of people see him that way. They don't see him as whatever, a monster they're trying to make. He's a regular person, and he's out here doing things that you just don't do overnight. Some people will never do what he did. Some people will try their whole lives to do what he did. So he didn't do nothing light. That was heavy to get the world to love you. Organically, with no money behind you, you just on your little phone posting little videos and shit. the fuck?
It just took off.
But there's something in you. You have a spark. You have a style. You have something. You have charisma. You have something that people are attracted to, and you have to develop it. You gotta be consistent with it. He was consistent. He didn't be wishy-washy. He was in. Good, bad, and ugly. The shit people try to kill him. He still ain't. He's still rapping. He stuck to it. He did all the hard work, and he just didn't get the reward. But we enjoying the reward. Right. We over here. We still got work to do because he didn't do enough work. But the foundation is solid.
That was going to be my next question. Do you have any plans to continue this in the future? Is there anything set up, or is it? Well,
it's already. I just bought you merch. See that? We still doing our thing out here.
I'm talking about anything. Is there anything coming up?
You want some music and stuff? I don't know. So I would love to do a documentary about all the horrible treatment people did to me, and in an aspect of not so much about Jimmy, more so about Mama Wop and her. I don't know. How would I say it in my journey of honoring him? Because I got a story to tell, right. And I also have all of the footage from both concerts. So to see me in action, like organizing, coaching, mentoring. So I got is it an acronym? Is that when you use letters and they say words? So SMILE is my acronym for what I was doing for my son and what everything that I do means to me. So SMILE is support, motivate. SMILE is support, motivate. I got it. I ain't said it in so long. Support, motivate, inspire, legacy, edified.
What does the last word mean?
In my style. Some people might have a straight and narrow way that they do things. Mine is edified. We a little hood over here.
Okay.
Edified. You know, we doing the Jimmy Wopo way.
That's fly.
So Smile, and I picked Smile because I love his smile. He got the best smile, and I always want to support. I always try to support. I'm a great motivator. People always tell me I inspire them, and then it's just our legacy, and we doing it a different way. We edifying it.
I gotta just tell it straight to your face. The first time we met up, you were giving the example of when he had his pants sagging down. Mm-hmm. And you said, just paraphrasing what you said, like, are people gonna want to pay to be here to see this? Mm-hmm. And ever since you said that, I'm like, just doing what we do, just going through everyday life, is it everything that you can make it to make people want to have interest in it, like put your all into it, you know? Mm-hmm. So ever since you said that, like, I never forgot that.
Yeah. Well, I told y'all about the gum. I always tell my kids about the gum scraper. If
you're gonna be a gum scraper, be the best one.
Be the best, no matter what you do. I don't care what you do, and I use the gum scraper because to me that's a low ass job, right? Mm-hmm. So I would always tell my children, take pride in what you do, and this is from just their handwriting. They in elementary, you know. Right. I'm giving them these speeches because they writing sloppy. My daughter has beautiful penmanship. You know how many times I had to tell her, take pride in your handwriting, erase it, write it again. Because that's just the type of mother I am. Like, take pride in what you do. You should always take pride in what you do because you don't know who's going to see your work. And I can remember vividly having this conversation with Jimmy Wopo when he had to go to the school. He was in 9th grade. He got in trouble and he didn't pass. So if he went, and he wasn't in no trouble at this time. It was time to go back to school, but he wanted to skip a grade because he was behind. And if he went to the school with the bad kids, then he could skip a grade in like a semester or something. But I was like, you don't want to go to that school because when people see that on paper, they don't know that you're not there because you ain't did nothing. You chose to go there because of the grade advancement. Right. And I was telling like I know who you are. You are a great person. You know, you're smart, whatever. I don't want people to judge you by what's on paper. That's why I always tell y'all too to take pride in your work because you don't know who's going to see your work. Somebody across the world could see your work and be like, oh shit, where's that person who did this? Where are they at? Always take pride in your work. So I always had that. My kids probably heard that 1,000,000 times. Take pride in your work. I don't care if you scrape gum off the sidewalk. You better be the best motherfucking gum scraper that everybody want to come find you and be like, yo, how you get that like that? Take pride and be great at whatever you do. I never had a pressure on them to be a doctor or I don't care what you do. Be great at it though. Take pride in it. And Trayvon was a good starter stopper. I think that's why I had the conversation with him a lot. Because he would start something, but he never finished it. And when he had his first daughter, I think she was about to be born, he messaged me. I probably still got it in my phone. And he was down on himself. He was real down. He said, oh, I'm washed and this, that, and the other. He said, I just want you to be proud of me, And I was like, I'm always proud of you. I said, just find something that you like and stick to it. That's how you make me proud. Just stick to it. Just finish it. Because he never finished nothing. He always starts shit and then fucking didn't finish. And the last thing he said in that text message was he said, oh, I just want my life to be epic. I didn't know this nigga knew what epic meant. I didn't even know he knew that word. He said, I just want my life to be epic. And 1 year, his life was epic. Yeah. He made it happen and he stuck to it. So he made me proud. He always told me he want to make me proud and I intimidate people. I don't know why. I just look at a motherfucker, they feel intimidated. I don't know. I'm not intimidating. I'm just quiet and observant. I don't mean to be intimidating, but I'm intimidating to my family members. I'm intimidating to men that want to talk to me and stuff. They be like, oh, I'm afraid to talk to you and shit. Like, wow, you're intimidating. What? I don't know what you don't see me. I see something differently when you look at. I could look at that picture and we both see something different. I don't know what they see when they see me, but I'm sometimes very happy of that because that's protection. That's probably just God's way of protecting me. But yeah, my kids are very much intimidated, and they always are hoping that, they on eggshells with me and shit. Maybe even because I'm a hard worker and I always went to school and all that stuff. So they just know what I expect of them. I always tell my kids, you got to go to school or work. I do both. If you're in my house, you got to do one or the other, because I do both. So you got to do one or the other. And they always knew that. So their way of, if they weren't doing one or the other, they would just leave. They always come back, unfortunately. But they would leave because then they didn't have to perform. They can go somewhere else and be bums. Don't care. Be what you want to be, but not around me. You can't be a bum around me. Nobody. You got to do something. And I'm not saying you got to be the top this and the top that and all. No, but nigga, you got to get up and go do something. We all got to get up and go do something. It just makes you a better person. It allows you to have more access to things.
Opens up doors that you never thought was there.
You get more opportunity. Just go do something. So I think I did good. I'm proud of all my children. My oldest son, he's an entrepreneur. He's in North Carolina. We started a cleaning business in 2020 during the pandemic. He left here in 23. We were doing pretty good. He got our biggest contract. So we franchised. First we had our own thing with our LLC and all that. Of course, it's hard to get contracts when you're this color. But I said, well, let's franchise. So then that way, they get us the contracts. And because we are great workers and I understand the business model, we will get more companies. Of course, work just the way I said. We got the franchise, got a couple contracts, and then because we do take pride in our work, we give quality over quantity. They would tell their friends, now we got more private contracts from our franchise owners because they're telling their friends, oh, hire them, they good, they got us. Some of them be like, we about to cancel our shit with building stores and just go with y'all. So and my son I kind of molded and mentor him as well in the franchise once we started business. He's currently in North Carolina. He has, I want to say, 80 T-Mobiles, North Carolina, South Carolina, Pittsburgh, Ohio, that he's responsible for. 3-year contract with T-Mobile. This is my son. I take pride. Yeah, I'm allowed to boast and brag. Tammeka's kids. Tammeka did that. And I taught him how to talk, how to negotiate, how to do contracts. He did boots on the ground, though, and he also worked. Them was the best business owners, the people that actually do the work. He was boots on the ground. I was HR when he was here, so I did all the payroll, paperwork, but we did it together. I teach him certain things. And then he went out and he learned how to do windows, strip and wax. So if he got to fire a motherfucker, he could go do the work.
Right.
That's right. So he learned how to do all the stuff and manage people, because he had to actually be with the people, manage them, talk to them, fire them, hire them, recruit them, because that wasn't my business. I just started it for my children. It's my children's business. They came to me. They didn't have the money to do it or whatever. They knew I had the money to do it. And they pitched. And I said, I let them know I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. This is what we're going to do. But I support, I motivate, I inspire. I even worked for a whole year when he moved to make sure the money was still coming, because he got one of our biggest contracts. We had the Puttery down in Strip area, $13,000 a month. My son got that contract. My son, I said, girl, you doing your thing. Go ahead. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. I'm proud of my kids. My daughter's a CNA. She's in nursing school now. Baby J-Ways, he's figuring himself out. He's so talented with his music, but he's still really young. He don't want to listen to me. That's his problem as far as the music stuff, because he thinks that he has to cuss all the time and all that. And he don't. So I just kind of backed off of that. But people ask about that too. Like, is J-Way still doing music? Because he's really good. He has very good music.
It's been a while since anything came out.
Yeah, well, he had to start using his own money. Yeah. So he was like, I gotta get a job. I was like, all right, go ahead and get a job. Because he came into it a little spoiled. He didn't, he was like a little prince. I always call him the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because that's what he was, a little Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Everything was just given to him. He didn't have to do no work. He just had to perform. And sometimes when people get too much, they get bratty. Right. Yeah, they get bratty, and they think they the fucking everything, and They don't do shit. Like, so go ahead and do your thing, buddy. Or they think they could do it better than you. But what I am very happy is that no matter what happens with his music career, if he comes back and he does great or not, in it, even by himself, he started in a level of professional bubble, how music should be done. So now when he goes on his own, he sees all the shady shit, he can recognize it because he was taught the right way. He knows about contracts and business, and he's supposed to get a rider and he gets paid for his time. That's how he started out the gate like that. His first performance, he got $50 from the Board of Education to perform. No games, we ain't play no games. This is what the business aspect of it should be, especially when you're truly talented. He gave a good show. He's a great performer like his big brother. He's good. He's very good. So, we started at $50 was his first check. Before he stopped doing it, he was up to $300 for a 15-minute performance.
That's dope.
And his mom was his manager.
Hopefully we're going to see more.
His mom was his manager. I said, come on. Everybody keep trying to act like I'm doing something wrong. How am I doing anything wrong? But then now when I'm watching Deion Sanders getting crushed, I said, they just mad because a motherfucker take care of their family, He ain't never did. I got to argue with black people about Deion Sanders. They be like, he think he this. What is y'all talking about? He was a poor kid, grew up, played his ass off. All he ever did wrong was do what he said he was going to do. That's all. And smiled and gloated just like me. He's not allowed to be proud of himself. He's never disrespected nobody. He don't talk vulgar or none of that. He wore some jewelry and made a little video and shit. He ain't never did nothing to nobody. And everything he said he was going to do, he did. And they still talking, oh, well, he shouldn't do this and he need to pipe it. Kiss his ass. Get the fuck.
There's always going to be somebody that don't like it.
I said, I did the same. All I did I did what I said I was going to do. Right. That's all I did. I said I was going to do this. I said I was going to honor my son, help my grandchildren. I did it, and they still hated on me. I didn't do nothing but what I said I was going to do. Right. And I did it even without your help, bitches. It still boomed, and it's still love. I just piped down. That's the only reason it died down. It's because I took a little seat back, which I needed to for my mind, my body, and my soul. Everything. I just needed to relax. But my energy's coming back up. This bullshit's over. I'm so happy that they, when they first took me to court, I was very upset, feelings hurt. But as it went on, I'm like, I'm so happy that all this stuff is coming out because I never tell my story. Now they get to see it on paper. It got to the point where my lawyer, they had so nothing of a case. He was like, it's going to trial. That's when it was over. Once my lawyer said, we're going to trial. We're going to trial. I said, ooh. So now the world could read it because it would have been on the books. Yeah, it would have been on the books. And then they really would have blew me up. Y'all worried about what I'm going to get? It ain't like I did all this and ain't give nobody nothing. I broke bread with everybody. The community, everybody. I walked around with the same motherfucking felines for like the first 8 months my son died. I wasn't out here buying Gucci and cars and all this shit. The fuck, I had a Chevy, a truck that I bought so I could load my totes in the motherfucker because I kept renting U-Hauls. I'm not even a materialistic person. I owned my house before my son died. I ain't go buy no big fancy house or none of that. Bitches, man, y'all motherfuckers is crazy. I ain't did nothing. They mad because I went to McDonald's when I wanted to. The fuck? I ain't even allowed to go get a Big Mac, huh? I would love to be a fly on the wall now because I know they all, because certain ones of them in today's age and era, now when they see me, they give me hugs and everything. Rewind, motherfucker, 2001, 2002. They try to act like they don't know me. They don't see me. They duck like the fuck I need them to acknowledge me. But now it's, oh, what's up? How you doing? Damn, what the fuck is the conversation? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, because y'all always talking bad about me. But now y'all seen, because I know y'all been getting updated about the court shit. I know they probably was talking about taking me to court for a fucking year or something, building it up before they did it. And everybody was anticipating that I'm a dirty bitch. No, y'all dirty bitches. I ain't never been dirty. I'm all palms up. Whole life. I don't lie about nothing. Never. I was 13 years old with a 29-year-old man, and guess what? He knew I was 13. I don't lie about nothing. Fuck out of here. I don't got to. Who am I lying to? I don't lie to my mom. What am I lying to somebody outside? For what? What do they do for me? I make my own money. I get my ass up out the bed and go to work. Who the fuck I gotta lie to? Don't nobody pay my bills. The hell? I'm the bitch slinging totes, t-shirts, everything. Losing sleep. Fucking out of shape. Like, who the fuck am I lying to?
You said people think you're intimidating, but that's
work.
Unfortunately, that's what comes with being somebody that's so upfront and honest about everything and like an open book.
Yeah, because they lie all the time, huh?
Yeah, what?
Just fucking lie. They be hoping I don't. One guy said, I don't know how to take you.
Why?
I said, why? What you about to do? No, because I guess because I'm nice. I am nice, but I don't tolerate bullshit.
Right.
And I'm not one to be upset with you and not say nothing about it. If you do something, I'm going to correct you. Like you just squeeze my motherfucking hand outside. Don't squeeze my hand like that no more. I'm not going to wait. You know, I'm going to just go here. We're going to nip it in the butt. And it's not to be mean or anything. It's for us to be better friends. Right. It's for you to understand me and I understand you. Right. It's for us to say the things that are in our mind that we could be convincing ourselves of the wrong shit. Say it.
It might be brutally honest, but there's so many people that surround everybody that don't do that. They'll just go with it. They'll just
I can't do that shit.
But
it don't gotta be conflict though, and that's the bad part. Everybody thinks to disagree with someone has to be a conflict. It's not a conflict. It's a clarification. Right. It's not a conflict. It's a clarification. And to be respectful is when you listen, accept what the person's telling you, and make a decision on if you want to mend it, fix it, or whatever, correct it or work on it. That's where the shit breaks down, the respect part.
We don't have to.
And the accepting and even just listening. No one listens. No one empathizes. Like if I'm telling, you could tell somebody, hey man, you did such and such and it hurt me. Motherfucker don't want to hear that. Motherfucker will go right into, well, I did it because of da-da-da. Well, we ain't talking. We talking about how you made me feel. Can you listen for a moment when I'm telling you about what you did to me? Yeah. Everybody only worry about what the fuck is going on with them. No, I'm one of them people, we could disagree about something, and I will definitely, if you tell me, I will respond to what you're telling me in a way of, I didn't know that, or I apologize, or I didn't see it that way. Because that gives me that's the opportunity for you they're giving you that opportunity to say these things. I didn't know, I didn't see it. Oh no, now I should have, let me think about it another, because those should be the type of responses. Well, damn, I didn't think about it that way, but all right, let me, and even in that you can still be like, well, that's all right, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I don't see it that way. This is how it is. And now the conversation could be over because no one's changing a mind. Now it's just total respect. No one want to respect them. Now it could be like, all right, well, I respect I don't agree or whatever. I'm going to respect you though. I'm not going to do that around you, to you, for you, whatever you said you did. Because that's all it is respect. There's no respect. And I demand respect. You're not going to disrespect me. So maybe I am intimidating because you can't disrespect me. I don't know. I don't fight. I don't start fights. I might not even can fight. I don't know till I got to do it. And then it probably ain't a fight because I'm going to fuck you up whatever I see. We're not really just, it's going to be a brawl. No, I don't square up, niggas. It's going to be, ain't no rules. So, because I don't even do that. I'm retarded. So I try not to get into stuff like that. I probably wouldn't even remember what I did because I'm just in fucking just mode. I don't know. But I'm not doing it to be confrontational. I'm not addressing or, saying don't squeeze my hand like that because I'm trying to start a fight with you. I'm saying it because you hurt my hand. Like, I ain't saying it so we don't be friends. I'm saying it like I want to be around you more, but don't be doing that or then I ain't going to be around or you can't touch my hand no motherfucker more. That's all. I think it's just respect. It's just no respect. People don't respect others. A lot of people don't respect themselves. You know, so if they don't respect themselves, why the fuck would they respect you? That's all it is.
Could you please promote everywhere where you can get the merch up?
Well, you could call me if you in PA. I like to drive. I like invite me to y'all parties. I'll come. They always tell me I'll be lit. So come. I like to come outside, and I don't come out a lot. So y'all could call me. I'll give y'all my phone number because I had it since '82. You could probably Google it, look it on Facebook. Any motherfucking where my phone number gonna come up. It's 412-853-8159. That's Tammeka, Mama Wop. I deliver. I save you. I got a website I'm about to give y'all. But if you near me, I'll bring it to you. We take a picture or whatever. Get a cooler or whatever. It don't matter. Chop it up. Answer any questions you have. I know people have a lot of questions. We also have the website. It's www.longlivewapo.store. So you can get merch. Yes, it's me. I had people be like, well, who's doing the t-shirts? It's me. I go to my storage. I pull the size you want. I take it to the post office. I even write the thing out myself. I could have bought stuff, but I don't even do that. I think it's so much more personable, and for someone to know that this is actually Jimmy Wopo's mother that sent me this shirt. She's actually going to work. So I usually go to the post office like once a week. I just gather everything at one time and then just ship everybody's stuff out. But that's where you can get merch too. I used to have them in a couple stores. I was talking to somebody. I had it at Monroeville Mall for a little bit. When he first passed away, I had it at Molly's World, downtown at the Wood Street place. And I had it so many motherfucking places. But I'm might do that again. Talking to somebody, I might get them in the store because people be looking for them and stuff. I would love for people to give me some things they want. Colors. I think I'm going to do something, if y'all see this too, but I'll do some of my own. Give me some. I got a lot of colors already, but like some stuff y'all might want to see, or designs that I may haven't seen that he might have had. We can do, because I need to come. I haven't done it in a while. I have been on kind of a hiatus, but I wanted to come back with a new something when I did get back into it, because it's been on my mind, like the vending and stuff. I enjoy doing it. It's fun, and then the demand is still there. It's still there. It has not gone away. I just haven't been outside. But when I come out, even just because my website does well, I still have I had the website since 2018. I ship stuff all the time, and that helps me with my grandkids. Like I'm taking them to Kennywood tomorrow, and y'all met my grandkids, right. Auburn, Trey.
I wanted to say, because they are super sweet.
They're
like the sweetest.
They are, especially my Trey man. That's my baby. Yeah, awesome. And they going to Kennywood tomorrow. They going to fucking swipe out all my whole little lottery win. But yeah, I don't know if there's any movie makers like y'all do the documentary. I would love to do that. Also a podcast. I was thinking about that. I said that earlier in the year because the case was over, and just on the topic of talking. I know people got questions. A lot of people come to me for advice, life stuff. I'm pretty good at that too. So just talking. I'm always be real. Right. So that was one thing. I'm just not the technology person for it. I don't know how to hook all that shit up to do the podcast, but that definitely, I know people would tune in. Right.
And your story is so full of like good
messages. It's long. It's a lot.
I'm sure we could keep going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of just seriously really good messages that come in this. And, even though there was a tragedy involved, there's a lot of good that comes out of it.
True.
I'm really glad we were able to do it.
Yep. That's how I felt. That's why I did it, because it's so much good. There is bad, and I can't speak on the bad because I don't know the full history of it. But I do know the good because I can see that. I seen it. I'm seeing it. He wasn't a bad kid. I did see him as a kid to his 21 years of life. Until this day, people always call him mannerable, respectful, and he better had been. So then that made me feel good in my healing. As I said, I didn't go to therapy, but I meet people, they be like, one motherfucker told me he is always on time. I said, what? They said, yeah, he never was late and he was punctual. He was this, that, and other. I said, woo! I never would have thought this little fuck. I got to cuss him out to get up and all that shit, get out the door. But when I wasn't around, as I said, that's a pet peeve of mine. When I'm not around, you don't represent me well. My son represented me to the fullest, yo. And that's all I ever hear is he was a good person. He spoke well. He was polite. He was helpful. He was caring. He was giving. I raised that boy because that's what I was. And I didn't see it because Mom, he being lazy and shit, not fucking getting on my nerves. I'm thinking he out here being trifling in the world. But no, he just trifling around me because he think I'm his maid.
Yeah.
That's my nigga all day long. So that was my therapy. That was definitely my therapy. That was the best thing I could have ever done to get through losing my son, is to be out there slinging t-shirts and talking to people and giving shows. I was even discovering myself in that stuff. I did commercials and I performed. I didn't know I could I perform all the time because I'm just retarded, but I didn't know I could really do it. I sound good, That was so nice. I was so nice. And all I could think about was my son, because he see me. He's with me all the time. I don't know, he she in her bed. I could see his face when I'm doing certain stuff, him laughing or smiling at me, just thinking about them. I know just what he be saying right now, just how you would be looking at me right now, you think you thingy. No, he would have been. So that was perfect. Everything was perfect for me. The only thing was fucked up is that they tried to hurt me, for what? I ain't never did nothing to nobody. Some dude told me because I go to their boyfriends.
It could be anything, dude.
I said I told them they dads too before you forgot.
That's great.
I said maybe that's why. I don't know. It could be true. I'm sorry, my mommy made me cute. That ain't my fault. I appreciate y'all. Yes, for sure. It was fun. I had fun doing this. I appreciate y'all. I'm happy that y'all came and found me. I am happy y'all came and found me.